Alright guys, welcome to the channel. Quick recap of what you're going to see in this video. So you're going to see a little bit of high-speed driving. You're going to see a drag race between my 600 Touring, my buddy's regular 600 that he bought for $2,000 wrecked. The thing runs great, by the way, up against a 750 King Quad. Now mind you, our 600s put out 40 horsepower. My buddy's is stock, but we did a clutch kit. The clutch kit we did is a little slower than the clutch kit that's in mine, so he's going to get the one that's in mine. We put out 40 horsepower stock. The King Quad puts out like 48, so it's around 50 horsepower, but he's also 150 cc bigger than us too. So this guy will talk about his King Quad and what he kind of thinks of it in this video. You don't want to miss that. After that, we're having some issues with the wife's 500. We'll talk about that, but don't go anywhere because we actually get it fixed in this same video, and we'll show you what it was. So those of you who have ever had a running issue where it didn't want to take throttle or anything like that, stick around because this video... Welcome back to the channel, guys. I want to thank you for stopping in and watching. Today we're gonna drag race that King Quad over there. Well, we already did. You haven't seen that yet, but that was a pretty good race there. And I want to thank you guys for watching, checking out our sponsor, www.CFMOTOUSAParts.com. Discount code capital redneck at checkout. Save you some money, guys. Them guys are super awesome. Before we get to the racing, though, the wife hasn't really driven this thing. She wants to drive it. Tell me what she thinks of it. Is the Redneck Garage clutch kit a little too much for you?
No, it's okay.
Because, you know, me and Nick didn't get it on camera like I wanted to. He rushes me too much. Nick rushes me too much. But when I changed out this clutch kit, I know these guys remember saying that I'm going to do some wild things, and I did. And I went to 12 gram weights and a 200/900 spring. The 300/1200 is too much, which you could get it to work with heavier weights, but that defeats the whole purpose. So we went back to 12 gram weights, 200/900 spring, okay? Now you remember last week's video where I topped out at 51? I top out at 55 now. And I beat Nick by almost a whole four-wheeler length. Wow. Not only am I 330 pounds, this is a 2-up. It weighs 915 pounds without me on it. Nick weighs about 45 pounds, give or take, and he has the 1-up. Nick's probably about 100, soaking wet. Maybe 130, maybe with his shoes on. But we still pulled ahead of him, guys. And he's in a lighter machine and a lighter body. So he wants to get my kit now, so he's gonna get my kit. But yeah, go ahead and ride this thing.
Putt-putt.
Go ahead, putt-putt. So guys, Laura has not really got to ride this thing yet, and she's only really rode it to the bathroom and back at Tecumseh. She's gonna take it and drive it. She does like four-wheelers. She loves her Roxy girl, but we're having some issues with it. Video coming soon on that. It's minor, it's easy. I mean, we haven't had to replace anything broken on it since brand new, and now it's just now giving us a minor issue, and we'll get it fixed and back on the trail. Stay tuned for that video. Put it low.
Wow.
Put it low. Give it a little throttle. Go ahead, you can do it. For your fans, the fans are saying, do it, do it, do it. Give us some beans. I'll try and get her to spin the tires, guys. I'll try. Cheer her on, guys. Let's try and get her to spin the tires. Cheer her on. We'll get her in a minute. We'll get her. She'll do it. I just gotta coax her into it somehow. You guys gotta cheer her on in the comments. She reads the comments and loves them.
Wow.
It won't hurt you, just a little bit. Just go like a half throttle. Come on.
No,
The fans are saying. The fans are saying. No, you're not gonna wheelie. The fans are saying do it. A little more, a lot more. Burn out. She's afraid she's gonna wheelie because she sees me ride wheelies with it. Spin around, baby. Your fans want to see you do it. Alright, now stop. Just give it enough where it spins the tires, then back out of it. It will not wheelie on you. You have to try really hard to get it to wheelie. It's not going to wheelie on you. It's going to spin first. Go ahead. You can do it. There you go. Yeah! Yeah! That's how we do it. Keep driving it. Is it in low?
Yeah.
Keep driving it. It might be bad gas because it sits a lot.
Okay.
I'm hoping not, but hoping it'll clear up.
I was gonna say it's working so far.
Okay. Alright guys, let's get into this drag race so you guys can see it. It's pretty cool. Is that a King Quad 750? Alright guys, so we're going to drag race that 600, this 600, and that King Quad 750. Tell us when to go. 4-wheel drive? I'm doing 2-wheel. You in 4-wheel? The 2. Hold on. We like to do that green line right there. Straight across, see that second patch of grass? Yeah. That way we have enough time to slow down.
I gotcha.
Tell him. That was good.
Oh yeah, I couldn't see.
Gee.
You.
Wow. Holy cow. All right, guys, real quick. That drag right there was in high. The next one is going to be in low. Check it out.
Is this the CFMOTOs?
Yeah, so this has some things done. It's not stock,
Alright.
but it's kind of cool. Do you want to do it in low?
I've never even put this thing in low yet.
You want to, up to you. I'll go low, you stay high. I don't care.
I'll go low with you.
Okay. Yeah, kick up dust for us, buddy. I love you. All right.
On the third beat?
Yep. Low range is killer.
25 got tapped out.
Yeah. You was catching me though on high, so how much horsepower does that have?
It's not much, 40?
Okay, that's what this has.
I think it's like 40 or 45, something like
Yeah,
that.
so for a 750, you're still about where the 600s are.
I haven't, so I maxed this out. I was talking to my buddy, and he's going to look into it for me. He'll do it for me. I got to take the governor off. It's supposed to get up to 67. I
Yeah.
top out at 55.
We top out at 55 too.
Really?
Yep.
I'm like, man, I kind of want to return it. I want to get something a little bit faster.
Yep. Yeah,
Let me take that off, see if you like it after that.
Yep. This with the stock clutch kit, we top out at 58.
Okay.
But then I do the clutch kit, it keeps me in the R's, and the power, it dropped me down to 51. So I retuned it, now I'm at 55.
Okay.
And I like this kit a lot better, but
See, I was possibly going to get one of them. I'm like, I don't know nothing about them.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And my mechanic, he doesn't know anything about them really.
I have this one, that one, and I have a decked out 800EX, and then my cousin has that 800.
Okay.
If you check out my YouTube, you'll see them.
What's your YouTube channel name?
Redneck Garage. Yeah.
I'll have it
Yeah.
right there so I ain't going to forget.
Yep.
Right.
Well, now you know a 600 CFMOTO keeps up with a 750.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's good to know.
Stock though, you probably would have, because they're kind of slow stock.
Are they?
So we're having an issue with the Weiss 500 trail. I'll show you if it'll do it. There it is. All right, so you see that? I wanted to video this thing riding the trails, but we pulled it off the trailer and it was doing that. We have never ever had a running issue with this 500 trail at all. And I don't want to make this a bad video, because this can happen to anything, anyone, anywhere, any machine. One thing I'm almost 100% sure it is a bad throttle position sensor, okay? And the reason I say that is because it'll idle all day long. You go to give it gas and it does that. So I think I have a spare one at home, because I have some used parts that I buy when I find them cheap, and we'll try and do it. But I want to show you where to look. All right, guys. So we're gonna fix Laura's side-by-side, or we're gonna attempt to. We're going to need the throttle position sensor, because I'm almost sure that's what it is. That's usually what causes that kind of stuff. And I have a used one here. And it's gonna look like, one hand here. It's gonna look like this. So you're gonna need 2 Phillips head screws. You're gonna need a screwdriver. Pull this out and we'll show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you on this one That way you know how to do it, because doing it under the machine, it's too dark in there for you to see. So we're going to want to just pull out these 2 screws. Just like so. Now there's more to this. All right, so we went ahead and pulled it. We also want to check this O-ring just to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it, because this is a used part. Those of you guys who need to get this part, you ain't got a used one. See, I buy used parts all the time when I find them at a good price. But those of you who need a new one, I don't even know if this one's good, so I might need a new one. If this actually works, I'm going to buy a new one for sure. That way I have one in stock. You can get them at www.cfmotoUSAparts.com. Discount code capital redneck at checkout to save you some money. So that discount code works for anything over $50 and under $2,000. So let's go swap this out and let's see if this takes care of it. If not, I'm going to check the battery, because a bad battery will actually cause these same issues. That battery is original, but the way it's acting, I've never had problems with that battery, and I just tested it about a month ago and it was fine. It doesn't mean anything, but this is super easy to check and kind of show you guys. So let's do that. So let me show you where it's located on this 500. It's actually right here. This one right here. That's it. So we're going to go ahead and pull that out of there, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got that in. Let's go drive it and see what she does. Nope, didn't fix it. All right, guys, so we went ahead and tested the battery yet again, and it told me it was putting out 463 cold cranking amps, and told me that it was 12.5 volts, but also told me to charge it. Okay, so we're gonna go see if this fixed it. Go ahead and start it up, see if that EFI light's gone. Oh. Still flashing. Hold on, we gotta press the brake. It's in.
Oh, the parking brake.
Yeah. All right, dummy me forgot to hook up one wire. I see the EFI light still flashing. EFI light is out.
Sounds a lot better.
Let's go drive it. Will you grab my phone and my vape for me, please? EFI light is out.
Good. Here.
Let's go drive it. So maybe it was the battery the whole freaking time, but I'll explain why I know it was the battery after testing it. Sounds a lot better, baby. I'll be right back. Ugh. Alright guys, so you know that fixed it, but there's one other sensor that can cause it, and I want to show you that in this video. So if you're having these problems and what we just changed it and fix it, you can check one other thing, or actually 2 other things that could cause it. The next thing would be the mass airflow sensor. So I went and I got the mass airflow sensor off that other intake that I got the throttle position sensor off of, And I want to show you where it's located on the 500, but it's also going to be located in the same general vicinity on all the other CFMOTOs. On the 500, it's right here. It goes into the throttle body itself. The other ones, like the V-twin models, it would be right in the center. So if you look down, it'd be right in the center on top of your intake. So your throttle body would be here, but it's going to be in the center of that throttle body. Not in the throttle body, but in the intake itself. So that's another thing you could check. Also, another thing would be a dirty injector. A dirty injector will also cause that. So guys, I want to thank you very much for watching. I'm going to put that back together. I'm going to go put this one on the shelf where I know where it's at. So, all right guys, peace out. God bless. Take care. And if you need any parts, check out www.cfmotousaparts.com. Discount code capital redneck. We'll see you in the next one.